What's going on, fam? I'm back. I'm Mike. It's Monday, and it's time to get motivated. Listen, today I want to talk to you about something called time. The Bible says this: to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. I want you to know that you have a purpose, and it only manifests itself in time. We look at time, and a lot of times, man, we get discouraged because God has promised us something. There's something that we really want, and it seems like it's taking forever to happen. And when it takes a little bit longer than when we think it should take, it's very easy to get discouraged. My pastor always says this, that time can either be your ally or your enemy. I want to encourage you today, and I want you to allow time to be your ally and not your enemy. Don't allow the enemy to speak to you and make you think that it's not going to happen or God didn't say it just because it's taking a little bit longer than you thought it should take. I want to share this story with you. When I was younger, my father used to make homemade rolls. The family would love to see Uncle Mike come to the house, come to the celebration, whatever it was, with his homemade rolls. As a son, I had the privilege of being able to see the process, to be able to see exactly what it took to get those delicious homemade rolls to the family. It took hours, literally hours, to bring those rolls that everybody loves so dear to perfection. After you put all the ingredients into the bowl, mixed them up together, there was an ingredient, one of the main ingredients called yeast, and that yeast had to be kneaded into that dough that makes the rolls. Now, the first time he put all the ingredients together, put the yeast in, mix it all together, took his hands, and he would begin to knead the dough. You would think that, okay, everything is here, all the ingredients are here, time to put them in the oven, make them, they ready to go. Nope. After kneading them the first time, he would have to sit them on the stove, and they would just sit literally for hours. Then he would go back, knead the dough again, take some time, knead it, knead it, knead it. Think it's ready to go in the oven? Nope. Set it aside again for hours just to sit. Like, man, it's taking a lot of time. Then the third time, we take the dough, knead it, and then the rolls will have to sit again. This was a process that at the time I didn't quite understand, but I understand it even more and more now. Finally, after kneading the dough, kneading all the ingredients, especially the yeast, into the dough, the whole purpose was to make the rolls rise. If the rolls didn't rise and they didn't rise properly, then they wouldn't taste as good as they did when they got to the family. Finally, after sitting and being kneaded for hours, the rolls was ready to go into the oven. The oven had to be set at a certain temperature, pretty high, but a certain temperature. They went in, they cooked, they were taken out, ready to serve to perfection. All I'm saying to you today is you may be in a similar process. It seems like you're being pounded, kneaded like that dough. And all God is doing is working out that promise that's in you, that yeast, that thing that he wants to develop, that thing that he wants to grow. And because it's so big, because it's so beautiful when it's done, he can't just rush the process. So he has to sit you on the side. You just have to sit there. Then he comes back to you and you seems like you're getting pounded some more. And then you sit again. And then you get pounded some more. Then you sit again. And then all of a sudden the fire, the heat is turned up in your life. But all I can tell you, it's just a matter of minutes away that you'll be golden brown and ready to serve to perfection. If you can just endure the process, God's got you. Don't allow time to be your enemy, but allow time to be your ally. Again, God's got you. I'm Mike. It's Monday, and it's time to get motivated. Ready, set, let's go.